an inter-promotional dream match. I'm Matt Carlins, and this is Just Pro Wrestling News for Thursday, November 18th, 2021. And a big welcome to those of you listening on TheWrestlingRevolution.com. Find out how you can bring our updates to your website at JustProWrestlingNews.com.
Impact Wrestling.
Tonight's Impact Wrestling is headlined by a highly anticipated clash between Josh Alexander and New Japan's Minoru Suzuki. Also announced for tonight's show, Steve Maclin versus Laredo Kid. If Maclin wins, he gets added to Laredo Kid's X Division title match against Trey Miguel on Saturday's Turning Point special. The Knockouts Tag Champs, IInspiration, have a non-title match against the Undead Bridesmaids, plus Doc Gallows versus Hikuleo. Before the Impact has a one-on-one grudge match between Brian Myers and his former student, Sam Beale. Chelsea Green is the number one contender for the Digital Media Championship held by Jordynne Grace. Green pinned Alisha to win a four-way that also included Jake Something and Matthew Rehwoldt.
AEW.
Sammy Guevara is still the TNT champion. He pinned Jay Lethal with the GTH in the main event of last night's Dynamite. It was Lethal's AEW in-ring debut. Nyla Rose submitted Hikaru Shida to advance to the semifinals of the TBS Championship Tournament. Rose got a minor assist from Serena Deeb, who snuck into the ringside area to take a shot at Shida's knee. The number one contender for Hangman Page's AEW Championship, Bryan Danielson, was stirring the pot last night. He interrupted Page's in-ring celebration at the top of the show. Then, Danielson beat Evil Uno via referee stoppage and vowed to run through the rest of Dark Order until he gets his title match against the Hangman. Orange Cassidy and New Japan's Tomohiro Ishii beat the Butcher and the Blade. Ishii pinned the Blade with a vertical drop brainbuster. Lio Rush and Dante Martin beat the Acclaimed. An in-ring promo by MJF was interrupted by CM Punk. Punk made his way all the way into the ring but never said a word, leaving MJF looking a bit flustered. The only clue we got about Kenny Omega's immediate future came during a brief backstage segment at the top of the show.
But I feel like there's things I gotta fix, there's things I gotta change, and I can't do it here.
That clip from last night's Dynamite.
WWE.
Today's NXT UK is promoting A-Kid versus Sam Gradwell and Gallus' Mark Coffey and Wolfgang versus Teo Man and Rohan Raja. The sides are all but set for NXT's Women's War Games match coming up on December 5th. It'll be Toxic Attractions' Mandy Rose, Gigi Dolan, and JC Jane teaming with Dakota Kai against Raquel Gonzalez, Io Shirai, Cora Jade, and a partner to be determined. Major League Wrestling presented its War Chamber match on last night's Fusion Alpha. The team of Alex Hammerstone, Richard Holiday, EJ Nduka, Savio Vega, and Jeff Cobb beat the Contra Unit team of Jacob Fatu, Mads Kruger, Ikuro Kwan, and the Sentai Death Squad. Hammerstone forced Kwan to submit to a torture rack. After the match, Contra Unit exploded with Fatu taking shots at his teammates and setting off a big brawl.
New Japan Pro Wrestling.
New Japan's Best of the Super Juniors tournament is back on Thursday with Robbie Eagles versus Taiji Ishimori among the matches. There is a four-way tie at the top of the standings in the World Tag League after Wednesday's matches. That tournament resumes on Friday. Trevor Murdoch will defend the NWA World Heavyweight Championship against Mike Knox. It'll happen at the Hard Times 2 pay-per-view on December 4th. Footage of Knox attacking Murdoch at the By Any Means Necessary event was shown on Tuesday's NWA Power Surge. Also now set for Hard Times 2, The End will get a shot at the NWA tag titles, held by Bestia 666 and Mecha Wolf 450. The End earned that shot with a win over Luke and PJ Hawks on Power Surge. Also on the show, Melina beat Sky Blue, and Kiara Hogan beat Kenzie Page. That is Just Pro Wrestling News for Thursday, November 18th. Our next update comes your way tomorrow morning, so please rate, review, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. I'm Matt Carlins. Thank you for listening.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.